Good afternoon and welcome to the 2023 English Speaking Competition. To open the event, we have a short message from our principal, Mrs. Lee Suna.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to our annual speaking competition. Today, we celebrate the power of words and the art of communication. And although I cannot be there in person, I'm very honored to open this event. Words have the power to create a laughter, to spark joy, and turn an ordinary moment into an extraordinary memory. So students, embrace this opportunity, believe in your voice, and let your words inspire. You're already winners in my heart for stepping onto this stage. Now let the competition begin, and may the speeches ignite our passion and remind us of our incredible potential. Enjoy the event, and best of luck to all of you. Fighting, everyone. Thank you.
Now, we have a few inspirational words from the teachers of the International Education Department.
From the moment you were able to express yourself in life, you did. You raised your voice and used your newfound power of speech, allowing you to express yourself, to inquire, to demand, to express anger, disappointment, approval, agreement, and disagreement, love and hate. The power of speech and the right to freely express yourself is a natural, inalienable right and cannot be taken away from you.
Do not underestimate the power of speech. Words can make friendships or even love succeed or fail. And through networking, words can have a profound effect on business and study. Whether it's a personal matter or career-related, much of a person's advancement in life depends on what they say and how they say it. Trust in yourself. Trust in your power.
Don't eat too much chicken. You might grow feathers and not be able to talk again and only cluck.
Speaking of chickens, in this competition, you're crossing the road of public speaking. Public speaking is a source of great anxiety to many, but if you can master it, you will get to the other, better side of life.
And that is what you're aiming for at JIKS, isn't it? I'm certain this is a wonderful opportunity to cultivate inner strength. As the famous expression goes, if you don't live according to your own thoughts, you will end up thinking according to how you live.
This speech competition is all about presenting your thoughts, and we can't wait to see what ideas you come up with, no matter how weird or random.
Because creativity is the spark that ignites our minds, propelling us to explore new horizons and to dream big. And in this competition, students, I urge you to let your imaginations run wild, because it's within the realms of creativity that the seeds of brilliance take root.
Dream big dreams. Inkuzi and Setombeli. Among the calves, there is a bull. What do I mean, kids? Well, as ordinary as you might seem, you have the power and the tenacity to be something great. So stand up, speak out, be the greatness you were destined to be. Let your voice be heard.
You see, anything goes. Everyone makes mistakes, including us teachers. So relax and be yourself. Fighting, everyone!
Don't be afraid to speak in front of others, to make a mistake when you speak, to have a different point of view from others. The die is cast. You are already on the stage of life and the lead actor of the stage. Speak what you want and what you should. The change it causes might be humble at the beginning, but will be so prosperous in the end.
Just because the road ahead is long, there's no reason to slow down. You just have to trust your own madness.
Each one of you has taken the bold step of stepping onto this stage, ready to share your voices and make a lasting impact. This moment is a testament to your willingness to challenge yourself, to push beyond your comfort zones, and to embrace the opportunity to inspire and influence others. I encourage you to seize this moment with confidence and grace. Remember that each one of you has a story to tell, a voice worth hearing, and ideas that can shape the future. I wish you all the very best. Good luck, everyone.
So now I'd like to introduce our middle school MCs for this competition, Jang Si-yun and Choi Ye-yun.
Good afternoon, JIKS teachers and friends. My name is Jang Si-yun from grade 9, class 3.
And I'm Choi Ye-yun from grade 9, class 1.
It is a great honor for us to be here, and we would just like to say well done to our wonderful IC teachers on their excellent speech, and thank you to our principal, Mrs. Lee Sun-ha, for her words of encouragement.
This afternoon, we'll be starting off with our middle school finalists. We would like to introduce the finalists from the 7th and 9th grades. I can't wait to see the finalists. Do you feel agree with me?
Of course, I'm so excited. Shall we now introduce the 7th grade finalists?
The 3 7th grade finalists will speak about would the introduction of more smart device uses in the classroom be beneficial to the students?
Yes, that's right. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the grade 7 finalists. First of all, let's welcome Kim Gon.
Hello everyone, my name is Kim Gon and I am from grade 7-1. Today I like to share with you guys my opinion of the given topic. As we all know, currently we are living in the smart living era. We use many smart devices on a daily basis and it has become an important part of our life. Thus, as a student, I think introducing more smart devices in the classrooms will be beneficial to the students for the 3 reasons. The first reason is because using more smart devices in the classrooms will increase the efficiency of studying. Before, students had a hard time finding material or resources they needed, but now the access to resources has been improved thanks to the internet. Students can find videos or materials related to the topic they learn easily, and it's not a time-consuming thing anymore. The second reason is that we can improve our self-learning skills. By using smart devices, we have unlimited resources which help us to study on our own and make us less dependent on teachers. Studying with a teacher is absolutely important and needed, but we also need to know how to study by ourselves to be more independent. In addition, being independent will develop our research skills too. The third reason is because learning with more smart devices in classrooms will make learning and studying become more exciting. Studying only from books or just keeping listening to your teacher can be such a monotonous way of learning, which leads to the lack of excitement for students in learning. However, with various types of smart devices, we can play interactive games and get more interactive resources to make learning more fun. In conclusion, using smart devices in class makes it more beneficial to study, for it can increase the efficiency of studying, improve our self-learning skills, and make learning more enjoyable. Thus, I do recommend schools to introduce more smart devices in classrooms for the sake of students. Thank you.
Secondly, announced by Chong Yo-jin. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Jung Yojin from grade 7, class 2. These days, when online learning is increasing after the COVID-19 pandemic, students have been familiar with smart devices. These smart devices like smartphones, laptops, tablets, or smart pens can be found in the classroom. Some people express concern about the use of smart devices in the classroom due to a lack of concentration. But today, I'm talking about using smart devices is useful for us in the classroom according to my experience. First, it is interesting. Teachers can use apps, games, and videos to illustrate difficult concepts and make learning more interactive so students can make learning fun. When we learned about the climate of the world, my teacher showed us the shortcuts of the movie Aladdin so we could understand at a glance about the dry climate. I think it is useful to understand in many ways. Second, there are some good apps to study. As you know, there's an app called ClassCard, which has helped us to memorize the English word in the English class. We can memorize the words more fun and clearly. It also helps me a lot. Third, smart devices are increasingly important in distance learning. It is allowing students to access lectures and other resources online. Video conferencing tools like Zoom enable teachers to conduct virtual classes and interact with students in real time, so we could still study at home during COVID-19. Overall, smart devices have transformed the way we teach and learn, providing new tools and resources that enhance students' learning. However, the most important thing is we use them wisely. It's like a double-edged sword. We definitely know the pros and cons, so we should not waste our time on other interesting videos or games, and we should not concentrate on texting messages to friends or checking social media in class. Say again, use smart devices wisely. Thank you for listening.
Lastly, we will be introducing Tan Hyun-jun.
Hello everyone, I'm grade 7, number 12, Jung Hyun-jun. The topic I'm going to talk about is, would the introduction of more smart devices usage in the classrooms be beneficial to the students? My opinion for the topic is yes, and there are some reasons why. Firstly, engagement and interest. Using smart devices can encourage students to actively participate and take a greater interest in the classroom. Secondly, the convenience of smart devices. We can collect the information we need easily by searching on the internet without doing. Smart devices help us save our time and make our work more faster. Thirdly, websites or apps. We can use some websites or apps by smart devices. For example, we can memorize the vocabulary words we need. We can post our work on an app for our teachers to check. With these websites or apps, we can make a group project, make a presentation, or do other things for the classwork. With these reasons, I think the introduction of more smart devices usage in the classrooms would be beneficial to the students. Students may be easily distracted by social media, games, or unrelated content, but I believe that if we make efforts to prevent it, we can improve. I didn't know that I would make it to the finals, but I did my best. Thank you for listening to my speech. Have a nice day.
Wow, how great were the 7th grade finalist speeches. I think everyone did an amazing job.
Now, shall we see what the grade 8 finalists have for us, Yeyun?
Well, what's their topic?
The 8th grade finalists will be presenting about, do you think school should completely become online? I think I will agree. Then I get to sleep longer.
Nasian, it's for the grade 8 to answer, not you. Let's welcome to our grade 8 finalists. First, give a big hand to Kwon Hae-in.
Hello everyone and good afternoon. My name is Hae from grade 8 class 2. Today, me and the grade 8s are here to present a speech about whether schools should completely become online or not. Considering the fact that online learning has numerous benefits such as time management and easier accessibility, I completely disagree with this idea and think that schools should not completely become online. This is because of two reasons, which I'll explain in the following paragraphs. Firstly, if schools completely become online, it decreases interactions between students. At school, students learn how to make friends, be patient, and get rid of distractions. However, in an online class, there are minimal physical interactions between students and teachers. This often results in a sense of isolation for the students. Therefore, it is better for schools to prefer offline learning as it provides opportunities for students to participate in extracurricular activities such as sports teams, clubs, and other group activities which can further enhance their social skills. Secondly, a reason why schools should incorporate offline learning is that it is much better for our health. Due to online learning during the pandemic, almost each and every student was to study at home with the help of their electronic devices. This caused the problem of blue light exposure, causing eye strain. Not only that, lack of exercise and poor posture has also been a problem leading to strain on the muscles and joints. Regarding health issues, offline learning can help students to reduce eye strain and the negative effect of blue light exposure that comes from electronic devices. This can improve eye health and reduce the risk of long-term eye damage. In conclusion, schools should not completely become online because the benefit of offline learning greatly outweighs the benefit of online learning. Thank you for listening.
Next will be Kim Yeon-seo.
Do you guys remember the time when we were all stuck in our homes, staring at monitors for hours and hours every day? Well, to be honest, there are indeed some people who insist those days were better. However, my opinion is poles apart from theirs. Hello, my name is Kim Yeon-seo, and I totally disagree with the statement that schools should become completely online. In this speech, I will outline some of the reasons why. Initially, schools provide a social learning environment that cannot be replicated in an online setting. Students benefit from interacting with their peers and teachers in person, engaging in discussions, and collaborating on group projects. In a school, students can build relationships with their teachers and classmates, which can help foster a sense of community and belonging. In contrast, online learning can be isolating and may not provide the same opportunities for social interaction. Furthermore, schools provide access to resources and facilities that may not be available to students at home. For example, schools have libraries, laboratories, and sports facilities. These resources are essential for providing students with a well-rounded education and preparing them for the workforce. While some resources can be accessed online, such as ebooks and virtual labs, they still cannot replace the hands-on experience of using physical resources. Moreover, schools provide a structured learning environment that can help students stay on track and motivated. In a school, students have a set schedule, and they are expected to attend classes and complete assignments on time. This structure helps students to develop good study habits and time management skills, which are essential for success in higher education and the workforce. With this in mind, the lack of structure in online learning can lead to procrastination, which in turn
can negatively impact one's academic performance. Nevertheless, while online learning has its advantages, I believe that schools and their traditional offline classes are fundamental for providing students with a well-rounded education. They supply a social learning environment and access to resources and facilities with a structured learning environment. While online learning can be a valuable supplement to traditional education, it shouldn't replace schools completely, should it? Therefore, I oppose the statement that schools should become completely online. Instead, why don't we keep our monitors for watching BTS concerts or things that we really enjoy? Thank you for listening.
And last will be Kim Ka-on.
Hello everyone, it's a pleasure to speak with you here today. We experienced successful online classes during the COVID-19 pandemic. But in the future, should school education go completely online? No, I disagree with that. I do believe that face-to-face or offline classes have various positive educational and non-educational benefits that you can never get from online classes. First, in offline classes, you can interact effectively. In offline classes, interaction between teachers and students between students and students are important. I can freely ask questions to my teacher and communicate more with my friends when I do team assignments. That's why students participate more in activities during offline classes. To be honest, I've felt completely stressed out every time we have group school homework in online. This is because many group members did not fully participate due to problems they had with their internet, laptops, or electricity. But now, offline classes are allowed, so we can meet in person in classroom and do team activities. We can create an atmosphere where all team members can actively participate under the guidance of the teacher, making it much easier for team activities to proceed and get better results. Second, you can experience more practice in offline classes. Generally, online classrooms limit students in practicing various subject areas. In case of scientific project, it is difficult to obtain experimental tools individually, and it is almost impossible to sing a chorus or sample in music class, or form a team online in physical education class. On the other hand, in offline classes, you can freely do activities that require a large space and precise coordination, and activities that many students participate in and create together. At the end of the online class policy, I came to school after a long time and sang in harmony with my friends, and it was really also fun and enjoyable when I played basketball as a team. Finally, in offline classes, teacher can observe and help students more effectively. In online classes, teachers had difficulty to concentrating on all students because they were observed through a small monitor screen. So, even if there were students who couldn't keep up with the class, it was quite difficult for the teacher to help them. However, in offline classes, teacher can observe students directly, so they can understand the contents of the class well and help them when necessary. Education starts with meeting. School is not just a place to get knowledge. Some might say that it is more efficient to learn much knowledge through online classes, but in my opinion, education is about meeting, creating relationship, and learning while people communicate directly with each other. As such, it's also a precious moment for us to gather around to talk and listen to each other's opinion and understand each other more. Thank you for listening.
Those were some interesting ideas.
Now, Siyun, I remember you saying you would like to sleep longer, which is a good idea. I sure agree with you.
I'm so glad you agree, but let's see what the grade 9 finalists have to say about it because their topic is should JIKS adjust their hours? Let's welcome our grade 9 finalist. Please welcome Park Junbom.
How would you feel if the school finished earlier than usual? You feel happy because you can hang out with your friends or relax at home. But what if this goes forever? Yeah, we'll be in big trouble, right? So, do I think we should change our school hours? No, don't. No, I don't. We have to follow the Korean curriculum so that we can be recognized as a certified school abroad. Another reason why we should not change the school hours is because of traffic jams in Jakarta, especially for those who live near Tangerang and Cikarang. It will take hours to commute to our schools when they come to our school later than 7. Now you see, it is obvious that our students have to spend time 7 to 8 hours at school. Then my question is how we are going to spend this long school hours more effectively or with more fun. Let me tell you one of my stories. When I was in 3rd grade, I really enjoyed figure skating, and I was kind of good at it. I skated for 4 hours one day, but I felt just like an hour. Do you know why? Because I enjoyed it and had so much fun. From this, I realized that no matter how short the time is, if you don't enjoy the time, it will feel like forever. So, I came up with 2 ideas. First is learning by playing games like Prodigy math games in math class, and Imagine Learning English study program in English class. Teachers, believe me, we love games. Second and last thing is we have too many paper and pencil tests. When there's a test, I really don't want to come to school because, we feel nervous and very uncomfortable. Students can show how much they learn by doing a variety of activities, not only by doing those paper and pencil tests. For example, making volcanoes in science class, doing shark tanks in economics class, and teaching Korean grammars to Indonesians in Korean class. I think this is much more fun than what we do these days. I'm sure that our fantastic school teachers have better ideas than me, but I'm just suggesting as a student. Who knows, maybe I don't even want to go home, just like what I felt when I did figure skating. For now, let's just enjoy our time as much as we can. Thank you.
Next will be Woo Unsu.
Our school, JIKS, is a place where students can acquire knowledge and abilities in various fields, advance socialization skills, gain personal development, and prepare for their future to become successful individuals. I believe our school is terrific enough right now without needing to adjust school hours. The disadvantages of having short school hours far outweigh the advantages. To illustrate, there can be results of increased reliance on homework, childcare challenges for working parents, and limited instructional time. Less time would be available for teachers to cover the curriculum. Therefore, students would have a rushed and superficial learning experience. Students losing focus on even a small portion of the lesson can bring gaps in their comprehension and lead to reduced academic achievement. However, that doesn't mean I don't get to complain about extending school hours. Long-lasting classes would certainly have the consequences of students lacking concentration and fatigue, limited time for extracurricular activities, increased academic pressure, and so on. I believe that our school is already managing time well enough. To begin with, there is a 10-minute break after each class so that students can refresh their brains and focus better on every lesson they take. Also, break times allow students to interact more with peers and practice improving their social skills. Moreover, our school provides an adequate amount of classes for core subjects. Assuming that JIKS must cut back on school hours, there isn't a particular subject to simply be excluded, since all the subjects are generally important. There is also a fair amount of classes for art, music, sports, and club activities, which can contribute to developing or discovering students' hobbies and interests. To sum up, I argue that our school's time management and class schedules are well organized. Besides, either shortening or extending school time might bring several drawbacks, both academically and personally to students. I find JIKS not adjusting school hours beneficial and prefer staying as it is. Thank you.
Finally, we will be introducing Team Dola. Let's give a round of applause.
Good afternoon to all ladies, gentlemen, and students. I'd like to discuss a crucial topic that directly impacts our academic progress and well-being, whether our school JIKS should adjust its school hours. This can be linked to a matter of significance that can determine our daily routines, efficiency, and overall our academic development. Firstly, let's consider the relationship between society and JIKS. The traditional JIKS school hour do not align with the changing society. As the technology from 10 years before and modern technology indicates, we can easily know that the technology and community is rapidly changing. Just by only adjusting the school hours, it will enable JIKS students to perform adapting more easily to the fast-evolving environments in the future. One reason for JIKS to adjust school hours can relate with the students' flexibility increase. By letting students adjust and rearrange their time in JIKS, along with the increase of their time managing skills, the efficiency of studying will remarkably increase. By this method, students will be also able to indirectly experience university students and enable them to better equip themselves to thrive at their future university. Secondly, adjusting school hours can work as an auxiliary to help students to discover their own interests and firm up their future course. The reason for this is because adjusting school hours allows students to have more leftover time, which can be used to engage in more extracurricular commitments or concentrate on their personal interests. Not only can individuals find their personal interests, but also they can relieve stress for doing their personal interests. It can overall relate to their mental health too. To conclude, it is important to acknowledge that there could be students abusing the system. It is a significant problem if students don't participate in the system. Thus, it requires careful coordination of time and precise arrangement of lessons. However, the system can overall help students in many different perspectives. Students can have better mental health, it enables them to perform better in future in their university, and lastly, they can find and firm up their future course earlier. Thus, I think that adjusting school hours can significantly help students' development. Thank you for your attention.
This is really going to be tough. Those were excellent. I'm so glad I'm not a judge. Well, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of time today.
Well done to our finalists. You all did such a wonderful job, but now it's time for the high school to take over. Good luck, everyone, and from us.
Thank you and goodbye.
Welcome back! Did you all enjoy your break? Before we start, let us introduce ourselves. I'm Hong Da-eun from class 11-4.
And I'm So Shilla from class 11-2. And today we are your MC. Those were wonderful speeches from middle school, weren't they? Well, now it is time for our high school students to show us what they got.
So, shall we begin? Our first participants are grade 10. Their topic is, could different genres of music affect our learning differently? And could introducing music into lessons produce more effective learning?
What an interesting topic we got here. Dan, do you listen to music when you study?
I do, especially calm music. They ease my mind so that I can study without being distracted, which makes studying more efficient, and it also kind of releases my stress.
I get what's your point. Then let us see what the grade 10 students think about the topic. Please welcome our grade 10 participants.
First up is Lee Hee-min.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and fellow learners. I stand before you today to explore an intriguing question. Could different genres of music affect our learning differently? Moreover, could introducing music into lessons produce more effective learning? My name is Heeman Lee, and let us embark on this journey together. First, the power of music. Music has been an integral part of human culture throughout history, captivating our emotions and influencing our moods. It has the ability to transport us to different places and evoke a wide range of feelings. However, its impact goes beyond entertainment. Numerous studies shows that music can have a profound effect on our cognitive abilities and learning. Second, different genres, different effects. Different genres of music elicit various responses from listeners. For instance, classical music is often associated with enhancing focus and concentration. Its intricate compositions and soothing melodies have been found to stimulate brain activity conducive to learning. On the other hand, upbeat and rhythmic genres like pop or hip-hop can create a more energetic and motivational atmosphere, promoting engagement and memory retention. Third, music as a learning aid. Introducing music into lessons can have several benefits. It can create a positive and enjoyable learning environment, leading to increased student engagement and motivation. By harnessing the emotional impact of music, educators can captivate their students' attention and make the learning experience more memorable. And last but not least, enhancing memory and retention. Music has a unique ability to trigger memories and associations. When combined with educational content, it can help reinforce learning and improve long-term memory retention. Through the use of mnemonic devices or catchy tunes, teachers can facilitate the absorption of information and make it easier for students to recall. In conclusion, music holds the potential to impact our learning experiences significantly. Different genres evoke different responses. And when utilized appropriately, music can give an enhanced and effective learning environment. By incorporating music into lessons, educators can tap into the emotional power of music, foster engagement, and facilitate retention of knowledge. Thank you for your attention.
Next, we have Park Min Jun from class 10-3.
From elegant orchestral sessions, playing historical compositions in fancy large halls, to the newest pop songs we listen to through our simple set of earphones while studying, music plays a critical role in our daily lives. Music comes in different genres for different preferences, as brought to us in different ways, varying from music applications in our mobile phones to classic methods such as vinyl records or instruments. Since people are able to access music conveniently, people also use music as a form of motivation by listening to their favorite songs while doing their work. This has recently brought up a debatable question of whether music helps students to learn and study new information. Despite extensive global research and the passage of several years, the ongoing controversy remains unresolved without a definitive answer or conclusive statement. However, it has been stated that music affects the mental health of a student. Dr. Emma Gray of the British Counselling Service stated that some genres of music boost emotions of joy, which gives energy to concentrate to one's work and studies. This brings us to a question. What type of music genre gives us energy and motivation? The point I'd like to focus on, personally, is energy. Energy, while initially thought to be beneficial for learning, can have both positive and negative effects. Insufficient energy leads to loss of focus and exhaustion, while excessive energy leads to hyperactivity and decreased studying efficiency. To increase study efficiency, it is beneficial to analyze the characteristics of the subject being learned. Calm music can enhance focus and attention to detail, making it suitable for subjects like math and science. Conversely, fast-paced and exciting music can aid in basic writing and memorization tasks by energizing the brain's speed of work. Matching music genres to specific subjects can optimize learning effectiveness. Applying music to enhance learning efficiency is a complex subject that requires further analysis. Personal preference plays a crucial role, as some individuals find music boosting their concentration, while others struggle to focus when music is playing. Additionally, different people have varied music preferences, making it challenging to identify a genre that universally enhances learning. There's no music genre that makes us to the top of the class just by listening to it. However, if such music existed, it wouldn't be called music, but would be called magic instead. However, it is well known that music affects our mental state and the emotions we feel. So the best choice we have is to listen to different types of music which alter our concentration and mental state to maximize the efficiency of our studying process. That's all for me. Thank you.
Our last contestant from grade 10 is Kim Yu-hwa.
It is undeniable that music has long captivated our hearts and minds, and has the power to evoke emotions, spark memories, and create a sense of unity. But what if music possesses a deeper influence in our cognitive abilities? What if music has the potential to shape and enhance our learning experiences? Music has always held a special place in our lives, touching our emotions, inspiring creativity, setting the stage for memorable moments. Let's delve into how different genres of music can influence our mind and learning outcomes. Firstly, let's consider classical music. Classical compositions with their intricate melodies and harmonies have been found to have a positive effect on learning. Numerous studies have shown that listening to classical music, particularly pieces by composers like Mozart and Bach, can improve concentration, memory retention, and overall cognitive function. The structure and complexity of classical music can stimulate our brain and create an environment conducive to focus and deep thinking. On the other hand, pop music with its catchy melodies and energetic rhythms can have a positive impact on our mood and motivation. When we listen to upbeat songs, our brain releases a dopamine. This can increase our energy levels, improve our mood, and boost our productivity, which may be distracting or inappropriate for certain learning environments. Moving on to more contemporary genres, we have instrumental and ambient music. These genres are often characterized by soothing repetitive melodies and atmospheric soundscapes. Instrumental music, such as chill-out or lo-fi beats, can create a calm and relaxed atmosphere that promotes concentration and productivity. Many people find this type of music helpful for tasks that require sustained attention, such as reading, writing, or studying. Lastly, let's have some time to reflect on our childhood. We can undoubtedly recall the countless moments when music played a pivotal role in shaping our educational experiences. Nursery rhymes to educational jingles, music has been integrated into early childhood education for decades. It was presented through melodic tunes and catchy lyrics. Whether it was learning the alphabet, counting numbers, or memorizing facts, music served as a pivotal role in our childhood. Making the learning process enjoyable and effective, many of us can recall studying for exam or completing assignments while listening to our favorite tunes. It was as if the music acted as a conduit, channeling our focus and concentration into the task at hand. In conclusion, music is a powerful tool that can greatly influence our learning experiences. So as you embark on your learning journey, consider the impact of music and choose wisely to create an environment that optimizes your learning potential. Find a genre that resonates with you and supporting your learning goals. Thank you.
That was a wonderful speech by our grade 10 students. It was interesting to see how they have different views from the same topic.
Next up is the intermediate class from grade 11. For their topic today, they will be speaking about, do you think the subjects we learn or study at school are beneficial to our future working life?
I'd like to add my point here a bit because I've been wondering about this for a while. Nowadays, schools have improved a lot than before, but I still think that schools should add more useful and beneficial subjects to students for their future life.
I agree, but since we get to choose our subjects when we're in grade 11, I think what we're learning is beneficial enough for our future life.
I see, that could be also a point.
Well, let's see what the grade 11s have to say about it. Please welcome the grade 11 intermediate class.
First, we have Gong Soo-hyun from class 11-2.
Hello, friends, teachers, and fellow students. My name is Young Kong from grade 11. Today, I stand before you to share my ideas and perspective about thinking on a topic or a question. Do you all think the subjects we learn or study from schools are beneficial to our future working lives? Are they truly beneficial to our future working lives? Why or why not? And I'd strongly say yes. The subjects we learn or study from schools are advantages to our future working lives. First and foremost, we can develop advanced writing skills through school subjects. Writing is a fundamental aspect of our future working lives, encompassing activities such as writing reports and document preparation. Through the subjects we learn from schools, we enhance our literary skills, creativity, grammar proficiency, and reading comprehension, and last, overall knowledge. As an example, when I had to write a creative writing about an invention that will benefit the students, all of the subjects I've learned from schools have helped me write a more organized and solid paper. Literature classes help me organize my thinkings. English classes deepen my understanding of terminologies. Math and science classes enabled me to explain my thoughts and ideas logically and rationally. Additionally, subjects like art, music, and physical education help me to fostering my creative thinkings. But maybe the mandatory courses set by the educational establishments aren't beneficial to everyone, but they do help people to develop with special skills such as cultivating our talents, shaping our intellects, and preparing us for the societal roles we're to play. Sir Isaac Newton is a perfect example. Sir Isaac Newton is one of those who have been studying subjects in schools, and he completed the Cambridge education curriculum. Isaac Newton made tremendous advances across many disciplines of physics and mathematics. He made a great impact on society today. Going to school every day can be frustrating, as if we're going through an unfinished dark tunnel. But if you persevere, a bright line will shine on you, and the source of that light will be the knowledge we accumulate through the subjects we learn every day from schools. So let's shine our future working life with the knowledge we've learned from school subjects. Let's cheer up and wait for our amazing future working life. Thank you.
Next, we have Lee Ji-hoo from class 11-3.
Hello everyone, my name is Ji-hoo Lee from grade 11. Today I'm going to give my opinion on the topic of whether the subject we learn at school are beneficial to our future working life. So before we begin, let me explain what exactly the purpose of education is. It is to develop the necessary skills so that students can acquire various knowledge and skills and contribute to society. However, many people have thoughts about whether the subject they study at school are actually helping them in the future. So, in my opinion, they are helpful for our future working life. For that reason, first of all, there are many abilities to learn in each subject. The first thing I'd like to mention is mathematics. Speaking from my own experience, one day a student in my class asked the math teacher this question: why are we learning this? Or is this really useful in the future? Well, in fact, what we are currently learning in mathematics, such as cosine, tangent, and exponential function, is not used in everyday life. So many people think that mathematics is not helpful for future working life, but I think that mathematics is a study of logic. not the study of calculation. Getting the right answer to the question is important, but what's more valuable is the process. The more we put in the effort, the more it will help us improve our problem-solving skills and logical thinking. This ability will be needed later when persuading others, while doing management or planning work. Also, Steve Jobs, the greatest creator, said that people educated in the humanities can provide innovative ideas in problem solving and decision making. Moreover, I can say for sure that learning a second language would be helpful. This is because speaking the language of another country can communicate more effectively in business and cultural interactions with that country. Since one of the important factors in modern society is connecting different countries and cultures, it will have a positive impact on improving relations with them. As a result, to summarize my opinion, we can get various abilities such as problem-solving skills and communication skills in its subject. So I think the subject we learn at school will be helpful in our future working life. However, since all the skills required in the workplace cannot be met by learning only at school, so I think it is important to gain various experiences outside of the curriculum. Thank you for listening.
Lastly, we have Gon Na-hyun from class 11-1.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Nayeon Kwon from grade 11. If you were in a company's human resources team, what kind of people would you hire? Someone who is the top student in school all the time, graduates of prestigious university, someone with good specs. The company has probably recruited these talents so far. However, sometimes later, the companies will be all disappointed. Even if people graduated from a prestigious university or did well, not everyone did well at work. In other words, no matter how much knowledge you learn in a prestigious university, not all academic education is beneficial in your future life. Most of the education learned in school is cramming education. Of course, it is great to build a lot of knowledge that in real life, and the knowledge can be used in various ways. However, society is changing, and the simple education that builds knowledge wouldn't grow in a successful human resources in the future. In addition, school education does not train the abilities required by modern society. Take South Korea as an example. The nation's education system has become a means to go to college because of students' grades and test-oriented teaching methods. Therefore, the talents that the company wants, such as students' creativity, collaboration skills, and problem-solving skills, can be learned through subjects, but there are limitations in school acquisition and applications. Furthermore, schools are the slowest place to embrace change. The reason is that textbooks contain only solid knowledge that has been verified for a long time. Therefore, a school education is lagging behind the rapidly changing society. Modern society is changing much faster than people think. AI is requiring a huge amount of knowledge or may have better skills than humans. Says that schools that foster talented people that technology can do are no longer meaningful. Thus, I think the schools should no longer be cramming education, but a school that changes by learning factors that can help future work life by developing creativity, communication skills, and problem-solving skills. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you for sharing your thoughts about the topic. Sila, you know, we are living in an information-oriented society. We learn about everyday's information through media, and we tend to trust almost everything the media shows. I think this could lead to a serious problem, because even when the media gives false information, people would believe them.
Well, funny you should say that, because the grade 11 advanced class is going to speak about how the media shape public opinion and what are the potential benefits and drawbacks of this influence.
Please welcome the first contestant, Yoon Hye-won from class 11-1.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Hwan Yun, and today I'm really excited to be here and give it a speech. So, before I start, let me ask you a simple question. Do you have phones with you right now? Thank you for answering. I can hear some answers from it, and the reason why I asked is that it's because it is related to the topic, which is media. So years ago, the media only provided information of how the world works. But now many years have passed, the world has changed. It does not only inform you of the ideas, but it shapes public opinion by agenda setting, framing, and selective reporting, and so on. So basically through articles and public exposures on online or offline. Now, how does public opinion have influence on us? First, public opinion could alter the results of the court in a positive way. The court case of 1982, Kang Nam, who was an exchange student that moved to Korea to study, was considered as a spy by a security officer. And only with the officer's testimony, the student was considered as guilty. And after 37 years passed, this case was spotted by people on Twitter. And people immediately urged the court to give him a reconsideration. And when he went through it, it turned out he was innocent. As you can tell from this case, the public opinion made this innocent person to be free from the mistaken decision of the court, so we can tell that public opinion can alter one's life. On the other hand, public opinion can cause misconceptions and stereotypes. As the media has the power to influence how people think and feel about certain topics, growing kids who don't have a standard on how to shape their opinion statement. Growing kids who don't have a standard on how to shape their own statement may be influenced by media real quick, not knowing how to handle it. And this is why public opinion is dangerous. So to sum up, we looked at how media shapes public opinion and the benefits and drawbacks. As you can tell, this topic, media, it is all about people. It is connected to people and it is shaped by people. And this is the reason why I have to stand here and deliver a speech. Public opinion can influence a person's standards of life and values at a small scale, but also can wield a society and a nation at a large scale. We have to be careful with it. However, if we utilize this well, it will come as a huge beneficial factor for us. What are the thoughts of yours? Thank you for listening to me.
Next, we have So Min Jung from class 11-3.
Good afternoon, fellow students, teachers, and judges. Before I start, did you know that there are more than 32,000 TV stations, along with daily newspapers, hundreds of various social platforms, and many more? There is no doubt that the media has brought a prodigious impact on our daily lives over past generations, and this development continues to accelerate at a rapid pace. To begin with, there are two major concepts of the media that form public opinions. Above all, we must familiarize ourselves with the idea of agenda setting. This is the process of how the media decides which topics to cover and how they are presented to the public. The publication could take advantage of this idea and display and arrange the information that will be presented to the audience, meaning that the public would absorb the information according to the layout prioritized by the media. A major benefit of this method is that it creates a structured discussion around a piece of information. On the other hand, the audience could disregard certain important information that is not emphasized enough. Hence, agenda setting builds a stable structure for the public, yet it fails to deliver various informations. Moreover, we need to recognize the abstraction of the effects of social media. I'm confident that almost every single one of you in the audience here today have some experience with social media. Through platforms like Instagram and YouTube, individuals can share their opinions and perspectives with the global audience. Furthermore, it allows for the rapid dissemination of information, making it easier for individuals and groups to influence public opinions on certain fields. regardless of this convenience, social media has a distinctive downside. Social media is like a gift wrapped around in a beautiful wrapping, but in this case, the gift would represent fakeness. Fake Photoshop posts and misinformation create a negative mindset in the audience, since most users compare themselves to the absolute life they encounter on social media. Thus, although social media is an influential tool for engaging with the public, it presents negative effects to some users. With the influence of agenda setting and social media, the media plays a crucial role in shaping public opinion in a wide range of areas. On a final note, how about we leave this auditorium with a thought of how you were influenced by various platforms? Thank you for your time and attention.
Next up is Park Cha-nu from class 11-4.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to my speech. How does media influences public opinions? Well, it's an obvious question, isn't it? The literal definition of a media is the main means of mass communication. It is a tool specifically designed in order to affect the general public in some way. Now, a typical type of media, such as a television or a newspaper, achieves this by providing processed information. However, this is not the kind of influence I'm interested in. Today, I want to talk more about the things that are in your pockets. Now, I'm sure that most of you would have brought your phones today, right? And in that phone, you will find one of these three apps: Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter. Like, these apps are all types of media. And I think that they're the most powerful and influential types of media that has ever been in this world. The reason is because of how they work. You see, unlike their traditional counterparts, they do not produce information. Rather, they produce connections. They produce connections with people who have the similar interests with you, who have the similar hobbies with you, and similar ideals. And these connections are what influences us the most in our lives. One example of this is a movement called Team Trees, which started in 2020, if I believe. And this was hosted by a group of YouTubers who decided to promote a tree planting campaign. And through time, many people decided to partake in this movement. And they have managed to plant 20 million trees in the course of 3 months. 3 years, actually. Sorry. But, however, I do also acknowledge that there are also some negative examples, such as spreading of misinformation. This is why I think that the media should be handled with care. It is of great importance to acknowledge the threats they pose. And this is why I want to ask you one thing before I end this speech. I want you to acknowledge the information you're intaking, to acknowledge what you're surrounded by, and most importantly, to think before you believe. Thank you.
Lastly, we have Jo Ye-bin from class 11-2.
The media plays a significant role in shaping public opinion through its ability to influence the information that people receive and the way that information is presented. Let's begin with agenda setting. Issues and topics receive attention, which can be determined by the media. The media can influence how the general public views what is essential and what is not, by emphasizing some stories or events while minimizing or ignoring others. This agenda setting function can help focus public attention on critical issues, increase awareness about important matters, and encourage public discourse. But if the media focuses extremely on certain topics and overstate them, It can create an unbalanced understanding of the world and reinforce biases or misinformation. Besides, media also has the ability to frame information by presenting it in a particular context or perspective. Language, visuals, and the overall narrative can all influence how people simplify and comprehend a situation. A more informed and shaped public opinion can be fostered by skillful framing, which can also provide context and support people in making sense of complicated issues. However, framing can also be used to manipulate or distort information that can back up stereotypes and promote a specific agenda. Lastly, the media can use emotional storytelling techniques to engage audiences and sway public opinions, and it can have a powerful impact on shaping attitudes and beliefs. The benefit of this idea is it can foster compassion, promote social awareness, and assemble public support for important sources such as social justice or humanitarian issues. Still, the use of emotional appeals can sometimes manipulate or oversimplify complex topics, appealing to emotions rather than rational survey. This may result in the dissemination of false information or the corruption of emotions for political or business gain. In conclusion, the media's influence on public opinion is a complex phenomenon with both benefits and drawbacks. Understanding the power of media in shaping public opinion reminds us of the importance of being active, critical consumers of information, and fostering a media landscape that promotes accuracy, diversity, and ethical reporting. Thank you for your attention.